Recently, when talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, U.S. President Biden openly compared Putin and Hamas. He tapped the table with two fingers and said, although one is terrorism and the other is tyranny, their threats and nature are the same. They both intend to completely eliminate neighboring so-called democratic countries. In response to such remarks, the Kremlin's reaction was quite strong. Putin's spokesperson Peskov said, Russia does not accept targeting such remarks and tone from Russia and Putin. This is not suitable for responsible national leaders. U.S. efforts to contain Russia will prove to be ineffective, given that Biden previously said he wanted to completely destroy Hamas. Now he compares Putin to Hamas. It seems to indicate that he is directly targeting threats of destruction towards Russia and Putin. To completely destroy Russia and Putin in the same way, if we exclude the possibility of Biden misspeaking or making a mistake again. His statement follows what he said before, about Putin being a dictator. However, he is now bringing it up again. The main purpose is probably twofold. Towards foreign countries, he is trying to showcase the United States' leadership and influence in global affairs. Internally, bundling aid to Ukraine with aid to Israel. Preparing public opinion for its comprehensive budget proposal to Congress. Not long ago, US CNN has revealed, Biden has already submitted to Congress a budget request of $105 billion, including $61.4 billion in aid to Ukraine, and $14.3 billion in aid to Israel. Of course, most of these funds will be directly invested in the U.S. defense industry, mainly used to purchase air defense systems from U.S. arms dealers, supplementing the inventory of the Pentagon, investing in industrial bases, etc. However, given that Ukraine has become a wedge issue for Republican members of the House of Representatives, Biden still hopes to link these budgets with American values, U.S. national security, tying it to issues such as security commitments to Israel, thus facilitating the smoother passage of the budget. This also has significant benefits for Biden himself. At the time of facing the 2024 presidential election, Biden's achievements in domestic affairs have been lackluster. He has to hold on to foreign affairs as his last lifeline, hoping to gain support from Jewish financial consortiums and military industry tycoons. However, harsh words were spoken. Implementation is not that easy. On one hand, the current strength of the United States is not what it used to be. In order to assist Israel, they are even planning to rob Peter to pay Paul. They are even diverting tens of thousands of ammunition originally destined for Ukraine to Israel. On the other hand, their biggest problem is still domestic politics in the United States. It is facing an unprecedented crisis. The position of Speaker of the House has been vacant for 3 weeks. There is no Speaker. The House of Representatives cannot pass legislation. The Biden administration's funding requests are also out of the question. Meanwhile, Republicans are in constant debate over party leadership. The Democratic Party is gloating on the sidelines. This political deadlock has also caused the United States to suffer a significant blow to its reputation and influence on the international stage. The world is starting to doubt whether the United States has the ability and willingness to fulfill its responsibilities and commitments in global affairs, especially in the case of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, and being the instigator of the chaos in the Middle East. It was originally caused by the United States. They started the fire, but they have lost the ability to put it out. Even though the Middle East is facing a crisis that could escalate into a world war, the paralysis of the House of Representatives continues. Biden said when discussing Hamas and Russia, when fear and doubt, anger and rage strike, we must work harder than ever before. Uphold defining our own values. However, these values are being eroded and undermined by America's own political system. If the United States wants to restore its leadership position and moral authority in the world, it must first address its internal issues, rebuild its own institutions, reshape its own political